And we are live. All right. So we are going to be focused on the VIX. Is the bottom in for October? I still think we got a couple weeks. Just up front, really quick. I think the market typically we won't see a clear bottoming until end of October, right? End of October, early November is going to be my guess. We are going to use the VIX to sort of find where's that level at. We want to see the VIX start to close under 20, which is that long-term average. We want to see the VIX continuously close below 20. We had a gap up today. And let's go to the 30-minute chart so we can see this price action. I don't think we're done yet, right? The fact that we gap below on Friday and I'm sorry, not gap below on Friday. This should have been, Monday. There we go. The fact that we gap below 20 Monday, try to test it, sold off. I was like, okay, we're looking good. Maybe that was it. 1 day flush, right? Over the weekend, we're good. Trump is going to ease and calm things down, but it looks like he's just trying to talk the market down. Hey, chill out. Nothing crazy is going on here. He's giving us the taco. Trump is saying, hey, look, I'm not going to let this take the market apart, but I want to get a good deal, right? So we gap up again because China is saying, hey, you know what? We're not backing down. And then the VIX comes down again. So I think you got to be patient here. You got to be patient for the next 2 weeks. I wouldn't go all in on no position. Stay light. If something is, we're going to look at some charts here. We're going to look at the best charts that I'm seeing so far. If there are some charts that suggest, I need to get this internet up. Plugin's not working. If we do get some charts that suggest, hey, it's early, you can get a little more size in, then hey, I said, follow us on the Discord. Check out the Discord. It's in the link is in the description. I'll go ahead and send it through the comments. Put a D in the comments if you want to see that Discord link, because I'm going to post all my options trades on there, my active options, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. You see my position. I could talk all day, but you want to see action, right? You want to see action. You want to see action or no action. That's what matters, not what somebody says. You want to see what they're actually doing, right? So throw that on there so you guys can see that. And I'll hit your comment right now. We have a different setup today. I'm out of town. I don't have my normal setup, so may not be as entertaining. What up, Hassan? And Hassan's on there throwing his trades too. So all right, let's get to it. Let me get back to my notes. This is going to be a little different. Okay, so we're looking at the VIX. Can it stay below 20? That's going to give us a little bit of confidence in the bull market bottoming. There is no decisive number like, oh, if it closes at 90. All we know is this: we want to see the VIX more consistently under 20. Hey, the end of the year, we're going to see some, not the end of the year, end of October is usually the most volatile time until you get that year-end Santa Claus rally. So we're keeping our eye on the VIX. Where does it close, right? So far, it's kind of consolidating between 1850 and what do we got? 23, 24, 23. So we want to see it, break this low. Maybe that could be an area to buy or an area to add. It doesn't mean all your stocks are going to be, as the VIX, right? We're talking about the overall volatility and fear of the market. Okay. Overall, it doesn't stand for any individual name. What I'm seeing is a lot of names really start to accelerate, right? So if we look at the S&P really quick, right, it's trying to bottom out. It's trying to test this level. Usually that first drop test is what you want to see. Can it get and hold above that first drop test level? Looks like we're holding today. That means nothing. By the end of the day, we could easily roll over. I want to go anchored VWAP on the day and see if we can stay above that anchored VWAP. We got a bunch of anchored VWAPs, right? But we're not going to focus on this today. We don't know what the S&P is going to do. What we want to see is, hey, there's a lot of names starting to accelerate. Let's go ahead and move over to those. And before we get going, right, let's go to the 10-year, right? The 10-year is key. What I say, if the 10-year stays below, doesn't spike, I'm not worried. I'm not too concerned. And so far, the 10-year is not spiking. As of Friday, we're still at the same levels. We're still down here. Powell spoke today. What did he say? He said, hey, we have a weak labor market. He didn't tell us too much that we didn't know. He's not going to, surprise anybody. For the most part, liquidity is still ample, right? He did talk about liquidity tightening in some areas because of loan delinquencies, consumer slowing down, credit reduction for certain consumers. But, we're heading into the holiday season. So I wouldn't be worried about it. Rates are still low. We're good. Okay, now let's move over to, well, we got a lot of names. We have a lot of, very bullish charts, and that's what we want to see, the stocks to watch. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our watch list. I should have pulled it. Here we go. In play watch list. I'll tell you what I'm looking at. We do have a lot of micro caps. There's liquidity pushing up markets. Now, I do want to start with crypto because we do have the Clarity Act coming in soon. Okay, we have the Clarity Act coming in soon. Bitcoin always leads. Crypto tends to lead liquidity, although we have a lot of plays now. I don't know how long that stays true, but if you really think about, I know we got a flush. A lot of people got destroyed. Rest in peace for those who really got crushed. Just a lesson, if you're new, do not use leverage with crypto. Do not use leverage. Do not use leverage with crypto. Just hodl. Don't do it. It's dangerous, right? Some people, there's a couple dudes, for instance, they were in on Chainlink. Hey, I believe in Chainlink, right? This is my biggest conviction. Oh, it went down further than 14. My biggest conviction is Chainlink, but I'm not going to leverage in 10, 20, 30x. That's insane because this guy's safety net is $8, right? And, this chart is not showing it, but some of Chainlink, some of those stops got hit all the way down to 8, wiped everybody out, right? Millions. You guys already heard it. You've seen it all over Twitter. Some people, they took their own life. So do not leverage up on this. I like options better. Options is defined risk as long as you're not stupid, but just regular call options, debit spreads, those are defined risk. We don't, you don't even have those for crypto. My whole point is this: crypto already flushed. The weakness for crypto flushed for the most part. So the crypto rollover the worst is in. Okay. In my view, the worst is in for crypto. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't even move. This was all altcoins. We're just moving sideways, right? We're in a sideways pattern. This is very healthy. We're looking good. Our RSI, our momentum is flat. We don't have any good momentum right now, but guess what we're waiting for? The Clarity Act, right? So crypto looks great. We're just stair-stepping sideways, nothing crazy. Ethereum's probably ready to move up. Big wick to the downside. Maybe it retests, but altcoins have bottom for the most part. Some got wiped out. Do not leverage in crypto. Now let's look at the stocks. Crypto stocks, same thing. We're moving sideways. This is a very healthy trend. Okay, if you really look at Coinbase, who's going to benefit from the Clarity Act tremendously. Okay, we're just forming a nice little flag, a descending flag, right? At these key levels where 300 is a key level for me. 300 looks great. We're supporting the level. We've been at 300 since March of 2024, right? 300 has been a level that is key for a whole year, more than a year, right? Almost going on 2 years, right? So what does that mean? That tells us that we're still healthy in the bull market for crypto because certain levels are still not healthy. We're still early. We haven't seen any real banana zone explosion acceleration yet. We're waiting for the Clarity Act. Real key before we get, past all this. MicroStrategy, same thing. Look at this big wedge pattern. For you guys that are new, or those are Clarity Act. We're waiting for the Clarity Act. That unleashes the crypto bull market. That's all I got to say. The Clarity Act unleashes the crypto bull market. That's what we're waiting for. Look at this backed holdings. Shout out to Doi for throwing out these charts on our chat. This one looks like it's going to rip. Oh yeah, that's momentum. That's crazy momentum. It's a 1 billion market cap. This is a small cap. I'm not really long yet. I'm so exposed to crypto. I don't really want to get any more exposure. So I'm staying back. But, I'm already heavy crypto. So I'm not really going to be taking any of these trades. But this one looks good. It's already starting to break out. Circle. I like Circle. I might actually take a trade on Circle. Circle looks good. Stair stepping higher. Look at that. Clear uptrend starting to form. For Circle, it's a big business with all the liquidity and financing that's happening in the market, lower rates. Circle is printing money. So will Tether when Tether IPOs. We don't know when that's coming, but Tether will be IPOing. Chainlink is, in my view, the king of all asymmetric bets right now. They are connected to absolutely everything. This is the financial system, not financial system. This is the technology that powers the blockchain ecosystem. Today we had who? We had Larry Fink, right? BlackRock said we will tokenize all assets, all ETFs, everything will be tokenized. That's the next big thing for markets. We've been saying this for years. Chainlink is that technology to connect this entire tokenization, which is a $800 trillion industry, or assets to be tokenized, right? You want this. You want exposure to Chainlink. I don't care. Out of all markets, everything. If I take all my experience, this is one of the biggest bets in markets right here, Chainlink. Nobody sees it coming yet, but when the Clarity Act passes, it unleashes the Chainlink God, right? Candle. I don't know. Who knows? We don't know price action. I'm not going to guess it, but I think this is a 100 billion market cap, 10x, right? In my view, this is an easy 10 bagger, and this is not a trade. You want to hold this for years. A lot of these other ones we're going to look at are trades. Okay, so I want to end with that. Bullish looks okay too, but crypto looks good. Now let's go to the plays, the small caps that we've been swing trading, right? A lot of these swing trades that we've been looking at. I think we're going to start with, we can look at the miners. We can look at some of these miners, TMQ. I'm not so familiar with these. I want to start with these are ripping. Man, the miners are ripping. I want to go to the number eight, the A plus trades that I'm looking at. Number one, okay, let's go to power generation. This is still a factor, okay? TeraWolf. Now, I want to let you guys know I'm actually exiting my trade on this. I think it needs to breathe. I told you guys TeraWolf was going to rip, right? I had that crazy momentum. We just kept accelerating. I'm starting to exit. And hey, I might be early, just like Fluence Energy, right? I might be early. I think it looks like iron. I think this is going to copycat iron. I'm waiting for the test of this trend, right? If it tests this trend, I want to see a pullback, and then I'm going to get long again. But right now, I'm a little worried about China rhetoric. I'm not worried about the uptrend. I'm not worried about the bull market. Not at all. I'm only concerned that I want to trim my positions. I've been saying this for weeks, right? I'm trimming my positions in these overbought plays that have already performed for me. I don't want to get greedy. Hold your winners, but guess what? I'm trading my winners. So Fluence Energy, same thing. FLNC, grid stability. Look at this thing, just ripped. These are the big plays that we've been talking about for a while. And I know there's a lot of big plays out there. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, I got the best watch list. Just, hey, if you can capitalize on this and, kind of see the strategy, and I'm just throwing picks out for you guys to see. Oh, wait, let's keep that at 25. I think 25 is going to be that resistance. I'm waiting for a sharp pullback on some of these plays. Fluence has been outperforming, right? Like I said, this thing doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I was wrong. I thought it was going to get short. It didn't happen, right? So very strong bull market. Nano nuclear starting to accelerate, and we're going to track it from 55. This one I'm big on. I'm holding my size. I'm not cutting size on nano nuclear. If we go to war with China, or we have an industrial revolution, that means less supply of energy. These stocks go higher. This is the inflation trade that I had been talking about, which is, hey, if we do get in trouble with certain assets, well, there's, you have, certain AI names might suffer, but there's too much scarcity in energy power generation. I want, nano nuclear is one of the best names. I see the uptrend. We're about to explode, right? Explode out of all-time highs. That's a 2 billion market cap. What are we at? I'm going to keep emphasizing this name. I don't think it's over yet, right? I'm not shaving anything off on this. Let's go to the weekly. Looks great, still accelerating. We're not even overbought yet. So I'm going to keep I'm staying on this one, right? Next, we're going to move over to AI compute. No, let's go to this the new call I just made today, right? And I'm going to show you on the Discord. Go check it out. I just put it in the YouTube algorithm. I'll throw it in the comments. But I am now initiating a buy on Nano Dimension. Nano Dimension technology. This is nanobot technology, because we're going to get a manufacturing boom. From what I'm seeing right now, against China, against war, against all things, all AI must lead to labor acceleration. It must lead to accelerating the manufacturing capabilities and capacity of the US. And this is one of those technologies that's at a small cap. Hey, is it the best tech? No, it's not the best, not technology. It's not the best stock of all time. But this thing has been, technically sound. I've been watching it for 4 years. It's been doing nothing but getting destroyed. And it's time to move up. The narrative is starting to kick in, along with exometry, right? I'm starting to get long exometry. This is digital manufacturing. Nano Dimension is nanotechnology manufacturing with the robots. They're, it's robotics. It's 3D printing. It is acceleration. I think money is going to be flowing into these key sectors. This is a 400 million market cap. This is a small cap stock, right? This is the specialty, right? And if you look at the whole menu of what you want to own, this is what I want to own. Not own, this is what I want to trade. Right now, if it gets to like 4 billion, I don't know if I want to own it anymore, because it might be overvalued in my terms. But right now, it's starting to recover. Here's what got me long. What got me long is it looks just like UiPath, who we had been talking about. Nano Dimension breaks out of this, and we initiated this yesterday on the Discord. I believe. Yep. Yesterday on the Discord, we said, "Hey, I'm long." It was in our active options trade. Go subscribe to the Discord. Go check out the Discord. It's filling this gap. So it fills the gap today. I added again. I doubled my position because I'm like, okay, you got to pull the trigger. You got to pull the trigger. All this consolidation. What is this? March of 2025. Almost a year. What do we got? 9 months of consolidation. Can't get, just can't break out. Breaks out. We're in a time where there's a lot of money rotating into small caps. And this is going to fulfill. I think we're still early in the manufacturing theme. The ISM macro data is what's going to really, I don't think we're there. We haven't even started yet. Once the ISM breaks out, go check it out over 50. Once we start to get to 52, 53, I'm going to be max bullish on all these things, on all these themes. I'm max bullish. I'm going to be fully positioned. And then as the ISM climbs, I'm going to be looking to start exiting, right? And I might not even, I'm just using the ISM as an environmental tool. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, if the ISM hits this, I'm out. No, because the ISM comes out once a month. I'm not going to wait a month for the next data point. I'm using it as an environmental. What is the weather? If it's hot and sunny, well, guess what? We can go play. If it starts getting cloudy, well, we can't play outside. It's going to rain. It's going to snow. So right now, the environment, I believe, is going to be hot and sunny and, not too hot, but it's going to be ready to go. So Nano Dimension, I got to buy on this one. Once it breaks this downtrend, I think it accelerates quickly. Let's go ahead and look at the momentum on this one. It's about to get overbought, right? It's about to move into overbought territory, but it's a small cap. So remember, these things can stay overbought for a while. I still think it's a buy. Small caps can stay overbought for a minute, right? They can stay there for a minute. It's breaking all trends pretty much. I think it's ready to go. So yeah, Nano Dimension, just keep your eye on it. It is still early. It can consolidate a little longer. It can get caught up in here, but I do like this name. Exometry, it's starting to warm up. It hasn't had a lot of volatility, so I'm not like, hey, now it's time to go. I'm waiting for the ISM for this one. Just keep your eye on that one, right? Next, we have robotics. No, we're not really on robotics yet. Archer Innovation is still, look at this one. This one started to accelerate. Forget Archer. Look, Space. Space is picking up. I actually bought this right now before the stream. I plan to add before the stream is over because it's starting to break out of this long consolidation. This is Intuitive Machines on the weekly chart. Beautiful cup and handle or, bottoming price action, right? Beautiful bottoming price action. This thing can fly. This thing can fly. Why? Because a lot of the manufacturing base minerals, all this stuff is going to move into the space. It's going to move to the moon. It's going to move. We're going to need infrastructure. This is space travel infrastructure to build industrial capacity on the moon or in space. Eventually, like Jeff Bezos says, they're going to be societies in space. So you're going to be super early. Now, hey, are these companies going to be earning a lot of money in revenue? No. But the point is, rates are low. Rates are coming lower, more liquidity. These can get funded, a lot of money going in. Everybody wants to be early. AI is already accelerating. The Fed's cutting, not the Fed's cutting rate. Fiscal policy, right, is super deregulatory for these. It's time to get long. That's all I got to say. It's time to get long. So when I look at momentum, right, which really gives me the signal, Intuitive Machines is also in a upside momentum swing. It's about to break that resistance. It should quickly move back to 26, 25. Maybe it'll take a month, could take 2 weeks, could take a week, who knows? And then MACD is also increasing there. So I like these names, right? Look at that bullish engulfing candle, right? Try to break the resistance, couldn't do it, and then engulfs it all. So that is a beautiful price action move that gets me long in the stock. I think the move is barely getting started. Your stop is right here. Anything under 1120, right? Under 1120, I'm out. But for now, I know that's a kind of a big stop. Just don't size in crazy. Don't be stupid, right? Don't size in like crazy. So that's a big move for me. I like this. And of course, the VIX, is not done yet. Maybe the VIX still has room to go. Okay. We talked about that, but I also want to make sure I'm getting these bottom feeders as the VIX, tries to bottom out or tries to peak out, as the VIX tries to shake off risk. I think we have 2 more weeks, 2-3 weeks. It's earning season, so there could be a lot of volatility. Here's another one. This is more space infrastructure. Go look it up. I'm not super bullish on the company yet, but they do provide some very interesting tech. And, I see a big wedge pattern forming. Look at this big wedge. This is like a This is just, man, this is a parabolic setup, market cap of 1.5 billion. So it's bigger than Nano Dimensions, but it's big enough to know, hey, this is a real company. Okay, so the weekly looks even better. Look at that. Once you get above all-time highs, beautiful chart. Just a beautiful chart. It's not ready yet. It's not overbought yet. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not oversold. It's not accelerating yet, but we're getting to that point. So keep your eye on Redwire. If it gets, if it continues to support $8, great. I might, start to nibble slightly, slight nibble. I'm not getting big, slight nibble. Once it gets over 10 and holds, I'm gone, right? I think it's gone. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Let me jump to the comments real quick. I'm a little slower, different setup, not as many screens. Oh yeah, space or lunar, SPAC. Space, you said space. What is space? SP, you're talking about Virgin Galactic, right? Boy, we used to trade Virgin Galactic all the way to the peak. I'm not sure I'm a believer in this stock. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't looked at it for a while, to be honest with you. I haven't done the research. I kind of gave up on it. But they were in New Mexico, they were in cruises. I don't know. I don't know if I like this stock. I mean, what's the market cap? 255 million. I don't know if I like it. Chamath kind of, it might have a nice trade. Okay. It might have a nice trade in it. So it could be. Just think the name is really overhyped. Space Virgin Galactic. Okay. Well, Rocket Labs and Archer Innovation are stealing a lot of this narrative. So this could be a nice trade, but boy, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe it's a nice trade. I think this is the stock you're talking about, Hassan. Okay. Could be. Could be. It's not on my watch list yet. Somebody has to convince me. Not interested. Look at Red. Now, drones. I think drones are still in the making here. Look, we're going to war with China, and not like a physical war, not like we're going to be shooting bombs. This is a Cold War. Who can build the best technology the fastest? And drone technology will replace soldiers. It's happening now. Red Cat is one of those drone technologies that has a beautiful chart. These other drone technologies already took off. They're gone, right? So keep your eye on Red Cat. It's inching higher. I want to see a volume increase pretty soon. We don't have it yet. But I'm waiting for that breakout above 15. I have small size in this one, just so you know. I have small size. I'm not getting too crazy, not too crazy yet. And I'm gonna keep my eye on that drone company. When it comes to AI intelligence, okay, we have one buy, one dip buy here. You guys, we've been talking about UiPath, okay? Look at UiPath right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. We don't need this. UiPath is giving you an entry point here. This one I think this is not a quick trade. This is a bigger, it's not a large cap. It's called a Schmid cap, small medium cap company. We just cleared a monster resistance. I started buying it way back here in, wait, what are we in, October? No, I'm sorry. I started buying it in, was it 2024? I might have bought it in 2024. All I know is I got rid of it. I was like, dude, this thing is not, the company is not accelerating. I talked to a lot of people. They're like, nah, I don't really see the business doing well. I knew they needed to come out with, and Mark Benioff, not Mark Benioff, I'm sorry. I forgot the guy's name. What the hell's this guy's name? I had been researching him for a while. Daniel Dines, right? Barely can speak English. So you're like, is this, he's using a lot of people from India. So, my brother was like, I don't know about this company, but now they're doing some things, and it is AI infrastructure. They have the thing is the fundamentals are great. So you're going to have investors really, chase this stock. I think a lot of people are going to chase this because the valuation has been so low. Very, very low valuation, very low PE. Now, of course, the price is up, but it's just getting started. It's a Schmidt cap. I think it could be, my original thesis was this could be 100 billion market cap. Right now we're at 8 billion. I think it has a long way to go. I think we can get to 100 over the next couple of years as long as they keep executing. Now that they're working with Microsoft, AI, OpenAI, NVIDIA, Snowflake. So they have good partnerships at this point. They have to continue to execute. We broke the trend and you're getting a pullback. This is my signal right now. This is the signal. This thing looks juicy. You're finally above that level with great volume. Yes, we had some, red volume, but it's starting to slow down. Probably a lot of people had to get out. But, I'm waiting for this trend to kind of break. Um, Anything in the 15s, I'm buying. I'm adding to my position in the 15s. I don't really want to add too much because I'm not sure I don't believe the VIX is done yet. So I'm not trying to add too fast, too quick. I'm being patient here. I don't want to just chase it. I want to say, because if the VIX, if I have a solid position, if the VIX just falls apart, I'm good. My position goes higher. If the VIX really spikes to 28, which I think is very possible over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think there's a window opportunity when the VIX can spike. If that's the case and it comes down to like 14, 15, maybe comes to 14, 13, maybe I'm buying more. So I'm going to keep my eye on UiPath. And, I think this is the zone. It looks great. I just love that, right? The break of the trend, you start to add to your position again. Number 2 is going to be, this is AI intelligence, by the way. These things are breaking out. These are breaking new highs. You got Sohn Technologies. This thing just broke from January 2025. So you got a 12-month resistance violated on the daily chart. And it's, there's a chase going on too. So that's why I'm a little cautious. I see a lot of small caps, micro caps, they're chasing, they're breaking out. So do I like this stock? Yes. No, I don't like the stock. I'm sorry. I don't like the stock. I like the technicals. Okay. I'm not saying it's a bad stock. I like the technicals more than anything. This is a beautiful acceleration. But remember, back in 2024, in October and November last year, we saw the same thing all the way till December, I guess early January. Mostly December was where it peaked out. But this was where the narrative started to flip. Trump was elected and liquidity came into the market. Right now, we're not in that period. So I'm going to stay cautious. Okay, I'm going to stay a little cautious. I would love to see this. Let me demonstrate. I would love to see, maybe it goes up a little higher. I want to see it retest 20. I'm just going to say, 20 is the level. I want to see it retest 20, hold 20. Let's go to the weekly. Should be trading weekly charts at this point. If you're swing trading, this is not a day trading masterclass, right? We're not doing that. We're doing swing trades here. So if you come back to, yes, 1745, 1750 is the actual point, but I still want to see it hold like 20, right? Somewhere in this area where I guess you can't see it that good. Let me take the volume off. Oh, let's look at the EMA crossovers. Why is my second EMA not up there? This is pissing me off. This damn chart keeps resetting on me. Anyways, let's do the 4-hour chart. Okay. So what I want to see on Sohn, for some of you guys that are interested in this, and I'm not big on it. The chart looks, looks juicy. Between 1750 and 20 is going to be the area where I would like to see it mess around. If it gets below 1750, I'm not even interested, not at all. But as long as it consolidates here and I see resolution in the VIX, I see resolution in the macro, we have an inflation report, we have a jobs report coming out, we have a lot of information, a lot of data that is going to point that people just want to get over with. We just want to get over the data. Let's just get it over with, right? Let's get it out. They want to get past the data. Once we get past that, then I'll be more interested. It's not my top pick though. Now BBAI, very small cap, because I believe Sohn is what is Sohn trading at? Sohn is trading at 8.6 billion. Still small, but it's not like a master narrative where I'm like, oh, this is a 100 billion market cap. I don't think so. So I'm more interested in trading these smaller caps, 3.3 billion, breaking out of humongous wedge. This thing can fly, big cup and handle with a wedge breakout at the same time, holding $8.50. This one's simple, a lot easier to trade because the $10 mark is important. This is a psychological level, is 10 psychological level. Do I want to chase it? Not really. So when I look at this, we had a reset on the daily RSI. MACD is accelerating. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly looks good. I think this can burst higher. I mean, honestly, we're in the area. Don't get too big. We're in the area, right? We're in the zone of acceleration. Maybe the VIX doesn't matter for this stock. It's a small cap. A lot of people are excited. Don't overstay your welcome, though. Don't think, oh, this is going to run up to 50, and never have a pullback. We need the VIX below 20 consistently before we just, add more size without being cautious. Right now, you got to be a little bit of cautious, right? You still got to be kind of cautious here. So BBAI looks good too. Now, this is the baby. I'm still waiting for this. If you guys remember, listen, I'm the only guy on the internet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the only one probably streaming talking about this stock, Paladine AI. I should get some feedback in the next 3 days from a data scientist, from a computer scientist, see how legit is their actual infrastructure. Is it real? Is it competing? What are the nuances? I'm not a master on this. I need to ask questions to other people, but this one looks great. The chart looks amazing. I love the narrative, and he has a lot of defense. Keeping a lot of you guys think this is going to be sexy. You guys know about DARPA, right? DARPA research, CIA, way back in the day. This was a DARPA project before. DARPA has been, this has a lot of research from DARPA. I think they have a big edge when it comes to edge AI technology for defense. And in general, defense isn't even the big deal here. We're talking about all of robotics. If you have everybody build the machines, this company takes that software, edge AI software, which is gonna have more, how would I say, the security and defensibility if it works, because it's not going to be dependent on the cloud. It's not going to be dependent on the internet connection. These are robots that think and reason for themselves. And we're talking about the software for that. So if they can license that out, I think it's game over. I think this stock does an easy 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, possible 50x. It'll take time, but in the macro environment we're in today, which this is the golden era for stocks, okay? Don't just throw your money at anything. You got to do the research. Make sure the macro aligns. I'm telling you, it does. Make sure the technicals align. That's what we're here for. And then number 3, the fundamentals. That's harder research. You got to know the fundamentals. Subscribe to our Discord so you can see the updates on these companies. Do they have a competitive advantage, right? What is their moat? You want to bet on the moats. You don't want to be just betting on stuff because it looks cool and it sounds cool. There's a lot of fraud out there. Be careful. All right. Next. All right. So that's Paladine AI. Let's go to, we already did drones, transportation. We talked about Archer a little bit. Space. We talked about crypto. We talked about, let's go to these. I know what you guys want to see. A lot of these. This is why I'm a little cautious. These micro caps are booming. A lot of micro caps picking up. That's usually this means we're near the end. Okay. And I don't mean the end of the bull market. We're near the end of early risk taking. I think there needs to be more consolidation. Hopefully, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But we might have 3 more weeks where we see this rotation. I could be wrong. Just forget what I'm saying. This is just giving me a signal when I see these just rising up out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Margin all-time high. Crypto's okay. Crypto just got smashed. There's a bunch of leverage in this stuff. That's why I'm a little concerned. Stay light until the VIX drops. Stay light until the VIX drops. But look at that chart. These are day trades. I think there's a lot of good day trades here. It's hard to hold these overnight. Now, this is a micro cap stock. This is a pure trade. This is a pure swing trade and get out. This is not a freaking hold forever, 9 months trade. Hell no. This is a trade. The market cap is 45 million. Nano cap stock. This isn't even a micro cap. Nano cap stock here. Shout out to Doifer. I believe he called this one out. OPTT. I've been watching this one for about a year now. It's not even close to being ready yet. It's just in that basket. We're not ready yet. Here we have Dragonfly Edge Energy Holdings. This is also a nano cap, I believe. Well, no, it's a micro cap. It's not a nano cap's under 50 million. This is the micro cap. Great price action though. Looks good. Let's go to the daily really quick. Just want to throw these on your watch list if you guys like these. These will be on our Discord also. Go subscribe to the Discord. The link is in the description. So I'm not playing options with these. These will be straight share trades. Looks good though, starting to break out. I'm not a big, huge fan of these just because it just takes one bad day for them to drop 30, 40, 50%. But if you're somebody who watches, consistently, you want to dabble a little bit, take very small size into these, not financial advice, but take small. This is lithium. Okay, lithium ion. This one might have a good solid theme though. It's lithium ion technologies are batteries. So energy storage solutions enabling more sustainable, reliable, smart grid. So grid technology, great. Goes along with Fluence Energy, great. Looks good. So here's one. Here's another one. We talked about this one, I believe, on Friday, which did nothing, right? Friday shook a lot of people out and, they went flat. Great. This one got crushed. Somebody told me about this one. Doesn't look like it's going to survive. Looks like it's ready to go back down. This is why you have to trade these They could be accelerating, pump, 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 and then boom, they're down. So you got to be careful with these micro caps. I'm not the biggest fan of micro caps unless they have great technicals. The market is accelerating, not what it's doing today. It's an early acceleration, and also you have a narrative, right? It fits in the thematic narrative of what's actually moving up. Let's go ahead and move into miners. Here's the hot narrative. Here's another small cap stock. It's not a nano, it's not a micro. Small cap stock has a strong narrative. Why? This is I believe this is rare earth mineral rare earth minerals. Okay, copper, zinc, lead, gold, silver, burr, whatever. Anyways, obviously has a narrative behind it. Very strong. You can see that big push from $2. Holy smokes, this thing really did run up. Okay, so you had a big push from you went up 225%, starting to make that second move. It's a small cap. It's a small cap, so it can still do another double, triple, right? I give it a triple at most. I think it could triple, maybe goes to $30. It's a trade. These are not holds for me. I'm not trading them with options. Actually, maybe I would. Maybe I would trade it with options. It's around that $10 level. Not too bad. But yeah, I just want to throw this on your radar. I'm not big into this. I'm just throwing into your radar some of these movers, ABAT, because I don't know their fundamentals, right? The stocks I'm really excited about, I've done research in their fundamentals. These are just rising because of the theme. I'm not sure who's really a dominant player at this point. ABAT is moving up. American Battery Technology, somebody called this one out. Not sure what the fundamentals are. I don't know if they have a competitive edge, right? This one starting to pull back. These are day trade. A lot of these are day trades. I'm really not too interested in them. Now the nuclear ones I do like because I like the nuclear ones. The nuclear, whether we're talking uranium mining or uranium purification, whatever they call it, those have a strong narrative behind it. MP materials, we missed it. I missed it. Some people got a hold of this one. Let's look at the monthly chart. We know it's shooting up. Okay. If you take a step back, it's way overbought. Okay. It's way overbought. We're looking at a 17 billion. It's already a large cap stock. I'd be careful with this. If you're holding it, you just keep holding. Okay. It's different if you're just starting a position from if you're day trading it, from if you're swing trading it. I say this is not swing trade potential. It is not yet. Could it be selling put potential? Yeah, you could sell puts on it. Is that really swing trading, selling puts? That's option selling premium, totally different type of trade. You could sell puts on it because it probably has a strong bid. It might do something like TeraWolf, which we've been calling out as something to hold, where it's overbought. You see, it gets overbought, but it just keeps trickling higher, right? Trickle, 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 no matter what. You might get that. So you could sell puts on it, which by the way is going to be in our Discord. We got selling puts, we got bot cuts, debit spreads, all that stuff. So you can see the actual contracts we're trading. Okay, go check it out. This one, I'm not a big fan of all these. I think a lot of these you kind of missed the trade already. Albemarle, I like this one. Why? Because it still has more room to the upside. I like this one better. We talked about this over 90, shook a couple people out. I still think it has more room to run. I should be in it, but I'm a little cautious. Okay. I'm a little cautious right now. I want to see the VIX. Like I said, I want to see the VIX drop 20. We're flirting with that level. Where are we at right now? See, I want to see it hold under 20, but also we need to get below 1850. We need to get below 1850. Right now, I think it's going to move sideways. This looks a lot like it did back in April when we had the tariff scare pick up. I don't think we're there yet. Now let's move over to the battery stocks. We talked about this months ago. If there's one narrative that we have been just harping on, and I see everybody on Twitter now throwing it out there. Oh, battery stock. We've been talking about this before they started to rise, right? We were long Fluence Energy. Shout out to, I don't know if you're on here today. What's his name? Guy in our Discord. We have been buying Fluence Energy, right? Or, since here, way back in March of 2025. Now I told him, I said, hey, we need rate cuts. But this narrative will come into play because it's all about energy generation, storage, grid stability, right? You need to generate electricity. You need to store the electricity, and you need to stabilize the entire grid. So we knew the stock would boom right now. Oh, it got to 20. Yeah, I said, hey, we're going to 20. I made a video about Fluence Energy. I said, hey, I think it goes to 20. Now, me, of course, being the skeptic I am, I had to exit. I had to exit most of my position. I still have a position on. And I was like, damn it, this thing is still rolling up. Okay, great. Anyways, we're looking at battery technology. This is energy storage. This one is more for EVs, very small cap, right? So Fluence, we got to wait on Fluence. We got to wait for Fluence to pull back. Don't get super FOMO. It'll pull back. Now, looking at SLDP, this one has still more juice to squeeze. Okay. Now, we'll talk about what kind of juice it has to squeeze. This is lithium. Damn it. Am I losing the narrative in my head? Lithium ion, solid state, my bad. Solid state battery. So you have two companies that I've been focused on for solid state. You have QuantumScape, which you guys are probably familiar with, right? QuantumScape. And it's very bullish. I just don't want to chase right now. I don't want to chase. I just don't want to chase. That's me. Hey, some guys are chasing. They're day traders. Good luck. That's not my forte. That's not my skill. I'm not day trading it. So I don't want to chase yet, but we're waiting for the reset. Okay. So these are solid state batteries. They look good. Look at that breakout. We said, hey, I got scared here. I should have bought it here or here. And I was like, I don't know, because I had some other, plays going in. I don't have unlimited capital. You don't want to get, your ego so big. And I missed it. It's okay. I'll wait for the pullback. There's always a second chance. Now here's what I'm looking at. Okay, this is a little different than this is battery cooling technology. Okay, now it's not as volatile. So if you guys are not big on volatility, then you're not going to like it. I mean, if you're only big on volatility, but it has a clear resistance. It's part of the theme. Okay, and this thing is, it's in this downtrend. So I like this as a longer term breakout. Once it gets above 5, I think it's an easy trade. It doesn't move too crazy. It's moving from 4 to 5. I think it can really break out. When I look at the technicals on the weekly chart, that's what I want to look at on the chart. Look at this, just climbing higher, just climbing higher. So this one's a good, easy push. I think it's a good double. I think you could get a good double in 2 or 3 months once it catches fire. I'm not chasing it until it gets above 550. Okay. 550. So let's go to the 3-hour chart. Doesn't really matter. We'll see where's 550. I see it try to get above 550 and out after hours a couple times. It failed. Yep. Our pre-market. This is pre-market, aftermarket. No. Here we go. Pre-market again. So it's just not able to do it. But once we get above 550, we're at the precipice, right? We're at the level. Cup, boom. So we're close. Keep your eye on Air Jordans, right? Air Jordans, 325 million market cap. So this is an early stage, small cap. It was a micro cap. That's why I think it can fly. I think it can do a good double, triple. They do energy, thermal energy, water harvesting. Okay. Very complicated, but who knows? EOS overbought. These are battery technologies. We're still looking at these narratives. Way overbought. Okay. Not chasing that. No reason. You could sell puts, but that's too much stress. I don't want to be watching it. AMPX. Somebody pointed this out in my Discord. Ampress technology. It's starting to break all-time highs. This is a beautiful chart, right? It's probably going to do the same thing it did back here, where it really had to struggle at 486, $5. It ripped through, consolidated, made another high. I think we're going to rip through, consolidate, make a new high. That's my guess. Let's go to the daily really quick. Yeah, this one's on fire right now. This is battery technology, lithium ion mobility for applications including AV. And remember, a lot of these battery technologies are not just about electric vehicles, they're about electric transport in general. You're going to see a lot of that, which is going to be the eVolts, right? The Joby's aviations, look at Joby. Joby starting to accelerate. Joby Aviation. You also have, dang, this chart looks good. Yeah, I might have to just enter it. I thought it was overbought. I might have to get into this too. You got the Jobies, you got the Archers, right? These need batteries. They all need batteries. So this is an infrastructure play is what we're talking about. Honestly, right now, I think I'm going to add one small contract because the market is really still bullish on these smaller caps. They're still bullish on the small caps simply because even if China hits us, well, guess what? it doesn't destroy the narrative. It destroys as long as rates are low, these companies go higher. Let's just say that. A lot of people might tell you otherwise, but as long as rates are, oh, Empress was you, yeah, Asan got it. Oh, Knop, okay. Oh, what up? How is Theodore? Did you get in the Discord? We're building that stuff out, Theodore. Let me know. Message me on the Discord so you can get used to it. We're gonna have a lot of stuff on there. I'm gonna throw comments on stage, okay, so we can see them. You guys should be able to see these pop up on stage now, on the right hand side, so I can see them on the screen because I got my notes out right here. Okay. So yeah. So we're back on. We're looking a Novix. Hey, this is one I've been looking at for about 12 months now. Has it been 12 months? Yeah, this is a springboard. I believe they have a certain battery technology. I'm not super big on it. I want to see accelerate. Very excited about this one. The chart looks amazing. This type of price action to me, it's like so easy. It's a gigantic wedge inside of a gigantic flag. So this one can rip, not just by technicals, by the narrative, right? Now, are they the best? They need to execute. They need to execute. They need a couple partnerships. And once they get that main key partnership, this thing is gone. It's probably going to gap up. I'm not super sized into it, but I am looking. I'd probably have more size if I wasn't down so much on MicroStrategy calls. I messed up, got too much FOMO, and I'm getting killed on those. Microvast, we've been pointing this one out since it pulled back way back here at $3 was the initiation. It is now at 530. It's breaking all-time highs. Not all-time. It's breaking new local highs. It's moving higher. This one has a beautiful chart. This is one of the best charts, I believe, of everything I've seen. Beautiful chart, beautiful uptrend. I'm not too long on it right now, simply because they are expanding into China, and so I'm like, how much China risk is there here? Maybe none. I could be wrong, but if we do get a retest, right? Support. I'm sorry, rejection for multiple days, and then it just blows through. I should probably be long today. I probably should be long. But I'm a little cautious. Okay, my instincts tell me we have another pump to 28, and I want to wait for that flush to come chase these again. When we get the bigger flush, yes, we had a big flush in crypto. A lot of stocks didn't really have a big flush, and it's not that I want to see so low prices. I just think they're still, obviously, we had a gap up in the VIX. There's people still hedging, right? They're still hedging a lot. I'm still holding on to Cooler. This is a thermal battery regulator, so this is more about battery security. Okay, this is more about battery security. And let's go to the 4-hour chart. This one's also consolidating. It's a small cap stock. It's a tricky one, 225 market cap. I think it 4x. I think it could easily 4x. I want to see it hold 5. So far, we're holding 5. I have about half my size in it. Okay, I'm not fully sized in. By the way, I'm not fully sized into anything right now. Let me see, where's 5? Here we go. 5. Yeah, it's still holding. So I'm like, oh, okay, there's still some momentum. People are still chasing it. If we get above, let's see, let's go to the daily. If we can close, we're getting real close above 550. Let's call it 550. If we can close above 550-ish, which is up here, I'm going to keep my size where it's at now. Maybe even higher. Maybe it needs to close, what's our highest close? Our highest close is back here. Our highest close so far is 545. So if we can close somewhere above 550, I think I'm going to put on another tranche. I'm going to put on some more size, okay? For Cooler. I'm going to put on some more size above 550. Yeah, we haven't really closed. It has to close, though. It needs to close above 550. All right. Those are the battery technology. So we've hit on all those. I don't want to go over every single stock, but that's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Let me double check my watch list, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. There's so many plays out here. You just have to be very patient with them. Space stocks. Oh, that's right. Let's go to the stuff that I'm waiting for a pullback on. Gene editing. Waiting for a pullback in gene editing. Nano new. Ooh, that one looks good. Okay. Hey, ENPH. This has been solar stocks, I believe, are going to have a rumble at some point. ENPH. ENPH has solid technology. This thing, if you do trade this, make sure you get leap calls, nothing short term. Nothing short term. I just want to show you this. Some of you guys are gonna love this because it's down so much. This was a $300 stock, $350, right? It's down 91%. It has some of the best solar panel technology. We have a sort of bullish divergence. It's not in full-fledged yet. The RSI is not there yet. But I think it's, I think if you look out to 2027, maybe there's some 2028s, even though the strikes are not high enough. I think this could be a huge winner, but you have to be far out. You can't be anything short. Okay, you got to give them time to revamp. They're creating a new offering. They have a new offering. You got to give them time. You got to be patient. Don't get oversized, right? You don't want to size up until you really see that volume start to come in. We just haven't seen it yet. So keep your eye on this. Okay, short-term trend, let's say, yeah, it still hasn't really broken the short-term trend. Some people will try to do this, but nah, we need the short-term trend broken. It's just not there yet. I'm down on them. I'm down, but I got debit spread, so it's not going to hurt me too much. I got time. So yeah, I'm waiting for this. Now it's clear. You want to get above 40. You want to be above 40, and then you really don't want to get, really excited maybe till it gets above 50. Okay. The clean breakout is above 70, which probably won't happen till next year. Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I got debit spreads on this one. That's ENPH. And then Run is the other one. This is an Israeli solar company. Clear resistance at 2250. Call it 23. And it's been climbing higher. This one's been doing the opposite. It might be squeezing. Now that the war is over, my guess is this thing breaks out faster. Is this Israeli company or am I tripping? No, my bad. This is not Israeli. I'm thinking of Nano Dimension. This is San Francisco. Yeah, this is San Francisco. But it looks good. It looks good. I mean, if it breaks, it's gonna run. 5 billion market cap. Yeah, this could be a 15, 20 billion. It could do a 4x. After it gets above here, you could do a 4x because we need the power. We need the power. Regardless, you need the power. Okay, you need the power. All right. So what else we got here? Oh, my bad. Gene editing stocks. Now, this is gonna be tough. These are obviously really high risk. You're betting on deregulation, right? You're betting on deregulation. That's the catalyst here. Our catalyst is the deregulation environment. Now this is the cheapest one. I think it's 300 million market cap. When I say cheap, none of them are really earning consistently revenues. It's just, you're trading the tech. Stick with the weekly RSI. Okay, trend up. That's edit. Beam. Trying to break the trend. This one looks good. Okay. 2.6 billion market. These are all small caps, by the way. As long as it holds 2250, starting to test that trend. They're not ready yet. These are just not ready yet. There's not a big narrative, but when that narrative comes, you guys will already be ready. You'll be ready. By the way, I haven't taken no positions. I wanted to on CRISPR many times, but I want to be patient. I've experienced getting too early on a theme. And if you're a little too early, you just don't want to be in that position, right? You don't want to weaken yourself. Now this one's been ripping. Holy smokes. This one's 2.6 billion market cap. Intellia Therapeutics. Yeah, that's overbought for sure. I mean, it can still go up. It's a 2 billion market cap. I need to do a little more research to see what's going on, what's highlighting these. And I'm just keeping my eye open. There's a lot of plays. You just put it on your watch list, putting it on your watch list. Mag 7 ain't doing smack today. Let's use Mag 7 to understand where we're at. Okay. Google accelerating. We're heading into earnings season. There's gonna be a lot of volatility. Let's go Apple. Apple's coming down. This is good. Apple's already reset. Nothing's overbought. Microsoft consolidating. Meta consolidating. This is a good sign. The fact that the mega caps are already, they might have a final flush lower. That's good. That'll be the bottom. Or they accelerate, right? Amazon at the lower end of the RSI on the daily, TSM coming down. So nothing's going crazy. Tesla is starting to reset. Tesla has a clear trend we need to break. Oracle already reset a lot. Broadcom, Nvidia. Yeah, so I think we're in good shape. Just looking for one final flush. We might not even get it. We might not get it at all. Oh, Netflix. Netflix looks interesting. Yeah, the high was in June. So you're going on a 3-month consolidation. If you like these type. I'm not talking to you. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at there. All right, we're gonna shift gears. Here. Let's go to the comments. Unless you guys have other. Oh yeah. Your stock. Where did I put that? I think I put this one in AI compute. Where is it? NVTS, right? Novatus. Yeah, NVTS. This one had a beautiful chart. I mean, it literally just broke out. Yesterday. I want to say it really broke out yesterday, and this one has a lot of upside. Breaking a long-term downtrend, just got out of here. Yeah, this one, and it's right above 10. Right above 10. Oh man. 2.7 by. This is solid. This is a really good play. This one goes at all-time highs at 20. My guess is it goes up another 50%. Easy goes up another 50% easily, and then it breaks out again after it consolidates. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I don't know how overheated this space is, which is the AI compute. That's how I'm going to go ahead and call it, AI compute, right? Not just semiconductors. There's so many different types of semiconductors. They do multiple things. You got Vertiv Holdings. This is more of a bellwether, though. I'm not really going to trade Vertiv Holdings. Probably never. It looks a lot like CEG. Okay, SMCI. I'm keeping my eye on SMCI. I got a position, then I got out. I was like, I got FOMO. Don't do it. So SMCI, I like this one. And this is simple now. Now you just need to get above 60. You need to get a hold above 60. You need to see it touch 65. And I think that's your trade for SMCI. I like that one. MU, another bellwether, not going to be tradable for me. Marvel, not really. In these one, Nebius Group, up way too much. Let's look at that RSI. Yeah, this one's up way too much. Dang, this thing got down to $10. CoreWeave, still waiting for that one. Okay, so what I want to see here is space. Okay, before we move to the next one, look at space. Okay. Intuitive machines. I'm going to go ahead and give you what I want to see. Okay, intuitive machines. I mean, look at that bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so after the stream, I'm going to go ahead and look for some call options. That'll be posted. Those will be posted. Oh, what did I do? Those will be posted in our Discord. So yeah, I'm long this. I'm gonna get long this. This one I'm gonna wait on. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna wait till it gets past 10. I want to see a little more confidence in the company. And then crypto, I believe, is starting to turn bullish. If you're not already in Chainlink, you're gonna want to have this. The Clarity Act is coming. I'm more confident on these ones. So space and then Nano Dimensions. This is going to be manufacturing productivity, right? Anything that accelerates manufacturing. I just started a position in this one. It's at $2. I mean, this thing was at 150. I guess when it broke out, it was 175, and it just gapped up again. I think it's very early stages. Okay. Now this is an Israeli company, so you already know, and this is from Zion, Israel. So if you can't beat them, join them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this might be a Zionist stock. Who knows? Either way, yeah, I like this one. Nanotechnology. So this will be big. I got leap calls on this one. I'm not trading it short term. I want to give it time, and then when it really, really breaks out, then I'll add some more size to it if the macro cycle, tells me to do that. You said on, you're probably just, oh, okay. Whoa, on has been down a lot, right? Wow. Wow. Holy smokes, dude. This one got destroyed. The hell? Okay, so it's not that big of a company. I thought On was, I believe this might be in Phoenix. I've seen this company. Yep, Scottsdale, Arizona. I've seen this their manufacturing facilities. I mean, on a technical basis, this is investment for you. On a technical basis, it's a downtrend. It's a clear downtrend, bumps higher, goes lower. It's a clear downtrend. You might get some. I mean, this price action looks like trash. I wouldn't even be interested until it gets above 60. Yeah, I wouldn't swing trade this one. Not till it gets above 60. Maybe even 65. But it definitely needs to get above 60. I'm gonna say 65. Yeah, 60, 65. Wouldn't be interested in it. I don't even like this price action. You see how it just like climbs? It could be a good selling puts, right? Once you're familiar with the stock, you believe in it, has strong narrative, you could sell puts. Not my strategy, but I might as well sell S&P because they probably don't have good liquidity. So no, I wouldn't be interested in this stock. VICR. VICR. VICR 2.3 billion market cap, electronic components. Okay. Manufacturing, marketing, modular power components. Firm provides complete power system based upon a portfolio of patented technology, AC/DC converters. I don't even know what all that means. But if it's in manufacturing, it has some juice. It should have some juice. Electronic components, Victor Corporation. So we're looking at a 2 billion market cap. Never heard of them. That's interesting. It is trying to bottom out. You can see that that cup, just the cup that's forming. November 2021. Oh, so this is a very volatile stock. Okay. I'm not a fan of this kind of price action. Me personally, I'm not a fan. But it is bottoming out. I mean, 35 to 61. Yeah, I don't like the price action. It's just not my edge, but and it's just weird. Man, it's weird. Maybe you take something like this. Like here's what I'd say. Once it breaks this, because I could see a wedge. I could see the wedge. I mean, it's trying to bottom out, right? They gained about 1 billion in market cap, almost 1 billion in the past. Uh Actually, it's taken a while for them to gain that back. So yeah, I would just keep an eye on this, Asan. Once you get above it breaks out of this triangle wedge and then it gets above here. It's just weird. I don't like the price action, but yeah, it's not too bad. RSI, it just shoots up, it spikes. So could be a big mover. I'd go look at who they compete against. Okay. All right, we're an hour into this now. Let's go back to the VIX. I think we have an hour left. I need to get back on and do some other stuff. What did I want to look at here? Okay, so where are we at with the VIX and the S&Ps? Is the VIX starting to bottom out here? So far, so good. I mean, so far, so good, but we're looking at, not all the information we need yet. We still have some macro stuff to run into. So we need to close above the 665 level. If we can't close above 665 for the S&P or for the SPYs, I wouldn't be so sure that, it's over yet. 665. And that doesn't mean we have to make new lows. It just means we might be consolidating for a while. Yeah, that'd be my guess. When it comes to market breadth, there is some positive things. We have, you have stocks advancing at least. A lot of stocks advancing, which are these small caps, small cap leadership, right? So if we go to leadership, let's go back to this, and then let's go to the macro. So if we move to our risk appetite, what is that looking like right now? Any chance of recession? Hold on, let me see. I haven't checked this one yet. Okay, that's starting to shoot up. This is our economic weakness indicator. It's not up too much. Government bond. Okay, TLT is moving up. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. We're moving into, you know, supporting government spending. This is going to give Trump a lot of firepower for fiscal spending. Now, corporate bonds are moving up. How are they recovering? Corporate bonds. LQD looks good. Corporate bonds are solid, which means, the market, credit. This is credit, by the way. Credit is not falling apart. I really think we're in solid shape here. You want to be patient just in case one of these big opportunities gives you a better opportunity, right? Especially if it's overdone. I wouldn't be chasing nothing that's already RSI 60, 70. I wouldn't be chasing that. So leadership, who's doing the best as far as leadership? Let's go. Here we go. We got home builders today. Home builders up. We got small caps shooting up versus SPY. Some defensiveness. Okay, some defensive stocks, utilities. Home builders, that's interesting. Who's our top home builders here? Let's go to home. Let's go to our consumer discretionary. Let's see if we have a play here. See if we have anything interesting. Consumer discretionary, and then we're looking at shelter. Any good trends? This is Lowe's. Whoa, that's oversold. Okay, Lowe's breaking the downtrend, but it doesn't have a whole lot of vol, but this could be a nice debit spread or a nice, little options play. Okay, you got Lowe's, you got Home Depot, big bump higher for Home Depot. Overall uptrend, right? Do we want to see volume? Yeah, let's keep the volume on. Airbnb, I'm not interested in this. I'm not a fan of Airbnb. I don't know what that is. Mohawk Industries, they build and manufacturing. DR Horton, this is a home builder stock. Is the bottom in? Possibly. Let's go to the weekly. Just want to check. We have leadership today in home builders. So why is that? Well, the Fed's gonna have to cut. The Fed will be cutting. These are not tech stocks, but you can keep your eye on it just to stay a little more diversified in case one of your narratives or industries gets hit pretty hard. Lennar, not bad. KB Homes, who has the best chart here? This one already bottomed out. Could be coming back up. Toll Brothers, not really. Autos, go to autos. Dang, this one got smashed. Ferrari. I mean, hey, if you guys like to short, you could buy puts on Ferrari. Big hit. A lot of these car companies are getting hit. Nobody's buying Ferraris no more. Nobody wants Ferraris. I mean, of course, if you don't have one, I'll take a free Ferrari any day. Zillow, this should not be here. Zillow should be up here. Oh, that's who it is. Zillow and Redfin. Now, these could be good plays. Let's go to RDFN. Huh. What's Redfin's? I thought it was RDFN. The heck is Redfin? What the heck? How is there not a Redfin on here? Huh. Oh well. Well, Redfin and Zillow I'd be looking at too. Lululemon just can't recover. I'm gonna take a loss on that put credit spread. Looks like eBay's making new all-time highs. Not my type of trade. Win. RCL. These leisure stocks give us a lot of economic looks into the economy. So you got bookings, people, how many people are booking, right? The stock would be getting crushed. Booking Holdings, Expedia, these are people booking trips and travel. Disney, well, that hasn't been anything good for a while. Win, still holding up. RCL, people still, still going on cruises. Carnival Cruise, whoa, I've seen the videos on that. They better pull it together. Oh, BLDP, I think that's the builder, right? I was looking for that stock actually. MGM Resorts, looks like trash. Norwegian. Oh, DKNG. Hey, be careful. They're gonna get disrupted. I know people are asking about this. I'd be careful with DKNG. Marriott. There's so many consumer discretionary stocks. We're not gonna go through all of them. Caesar's Palace getting smashed. Dang. Wow. BL DP. I think this is what is this what oh, power systems. Okay, never mind. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good chart. Now that's a good chart. 1.6, 1.2 billion market cap, basically one. Billard Power Systems engage design, development, and manufacture service of fuel cell products, power products for bus, truck, rail, marine, stationary, emerging market applications. Delivering services include technology solutions, after sales services, training. Okay. It's in Canada. It's a 1 billion market cap. It is picking up. 43. Oh, wow. This thing got down to 1. Wow. This thing went from 42 to $1. Could be having a short squeeze. What is our let's see what our market cap is. How much dilution has this received? So it was at 11 billion, sitting at like 1 billion. So it's had a little dilution. It's not too bad. It's really not too bad at all. This one is breaking out though at the moment. So could be a cool trade if you're trading. If you like to trade shares, yeah, this thing is breaking out. Has a nice uptrend and it's still small. Am I going to keep this on my watch list? I don't know if it really fits any of my themes. It's a good chart though. It's a nice chart, but I don't. It's Canadian. Me personally, if it's Canadian, like I know a lot of people like Grab. It's South Korean. I know Amit is a smart guy. I just think there's better plays out there. Grab is probably a good business to hold, but not to trade. Who freaking knows? I mean, this is out of South Korea, right? They're big. Don't get me wrong, Singapore. It's a big company. It has a big moat, but I don't trust. I'm trading US. I'm not investing in something in South Korea or Canada. Just the rules of engagement. Who freaking knows? It takes one bad financial report. US investors aren't really so excited, right? Our retail and community is not really so excited about that. So I don't know. All-time high was 40. Yeah, it had a big all-time high. I mean, it can go up. BLDP, it can definitely, it looks good. What is driving the stock? Right? What is driving the stock? I don't know. Is it a short squeeze? Is it real fundamentals improving? Is it supporting some type of new technology? It's up in Canada. Um, is it just so small? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's driving the stock. When something gets down this much, it makes me worry like, well, what the hell? Why was it down so much? It's not like some new innovative technology like genomics, right? They just need liquidity. Do they need liquidity? MP Materials needed a narrative. This did the same thing. It was down big before any of this happened. And then boom, you got a new narrative. So I don't know what the narrative is. Not gonna look it up right now, but it looks like it's a good chart though. It's a very, very explosive chart. Very explosive chart. Can it go to all-time highs and make new highs? Maybe. It's a good chart though. You got some good charts, Hassan. All right. That's all I really wanted to present today. Let me see where we at with the market breadth. Oh, come on. You kidding me? See where we're at with market breadth. This will give us a better understanding of if we've bottomed or not. Okay. Okay. So we got how many stocks are above their 50, their 20-day moving average, their 50-day moving average, and their 100 daily moving average. Red is our 200 daily moving average. Oh, here it is. I got the color codes, right? So yellow tells us that there's less stocks in the short term, like short-term momentum is getting crushed, right? Medium term momentum is blue. Not getting crushed is bad. Red is our longer term momentum. It tells us the trend is still intact, right? It's higher than the other. So there's still more than half the percent of all stocks, or S&P stocks at least, that are above their 200 moving average. So this is not no pending bear market turnover. It's a great reset, which is why these got dropped so low. We got down to 27%, almost down to the freaking, April lows. Holy smokes. So we're in reset mode. Um, let's see if we had any divergence here. We want to see, so you see how the yellow crossed above red? That's what we want to see. We want to see the amount of stocks above their 20-day moving average exceed their 200, which means in the short term, we have more stocks breaking out. That's going to be our reacceleration here. That's why I have all three of these out here, because it gives us a bullish divergence, or it gives us a divergence in general, market breadth divergence. We're not there yet. I'm still cautious. The read right now doesn't tell us anything. So we definitely want to see yellow cross blue, but we want to see both of them cross red, right? Once these both cross red, we have more clarity. We're just not there yet. I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm staying cautious. Not fully sized, okay? Small caps. Total, oh man, that is nasty. That is nasty. Okay. I'm going to finish off with altcoins. I think we touched upon most of the things I wanted to point out here. Let's go to crypto. I thought BNB hit a new all-time high. What was that? Why did I get an alert that they hit all-time? Oh, maybe they did. This is a 5-minute chart. My bad. Okay. So crypto's still strong. It's just a lot of people got liquidated. Look at Sui. Are you kidding me? That thing, goodness. XRP came down to 77 cents. A lot of people got shooken out. That crushed a lot of people. Solana wasn't too bad. Chainlink got hit hard. This was at 8 on some exchanges. Dogecoin. Listen, I've been telling you guys for a while, Dogecoin is never coming back. It's just not going to come back. Neither Shiba Inu. These are meme coins. They're pretty much done for the cycle. The graph. Ooh, the graph got crushed. Aave came down to 127. Wow. ETH, BTC. I think I'm going to look at BMNR here. Total. Okay. So let's look at BMNR. Some people are trading this one. How's it looking in the short term? It looks very bearish. It just looks bearish. Like I said, I don't think we're done yet. I think two things to think about really quick, just looking at charts, right? Staying focused on the charts. We need to close above 665. We have some macro headwinds ahead of us. Let me double check what those macro headwinds are. We have earnings also. We have a lot of earnings reports. Tomorrow we have Morgan Stanley. We have Abbott Labs, Bank of America, PNC. So we need to get through earnings season. And that's when I think we see the clarity. We need to get through earnings season. Then we'll get some clarity. There might be a lot of earnings plays here. You might want to, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I might be selling options on some of these plays, depending on who they are. But as far as swing trading, I'm being very selective on what I'm interested in. Okay, I'm going to be very selective on what I'm interested in. And then if we go to, let's go to our earning, our macro picture. Where's our macro data? The hell's my macro data at? I think it's on, actually, I think it's on Trading View, but I'm not going to go look. Actually, yeah, let's try it out. Does it sit SPY? Yeah, let's go. So let's see if I can find, I never use this, but I need to start using it. It's all in the same calendars. Here we go. Okay, so tomorrow is Wednesday. Powell spoke today. What did he say? He said we have to cut rates, pretty much. We have to cut rates, and some people are worried about inflation. Nothing really new. It's earning season. Okay. So next we have, I don't want to see Europeans. I don't care about Saudi Arabia's crap. How do I turn this off? I need to customize this. $401 earning people. No way. 401 companies had earnings today. All right, let's just go US. So US 30-year mortgage rates, whatever. New York Empire State Index. We're in mid-month. I think the next we have Beige Book. The next big thing for I believe is retail sales. How are US Americans spending? That's going to be key. And then we have industrial production. We have not on here. This is why I don't like this one. I have to customize it. But we do have industrial production. We have retail sales, and then I don't even know. I got to see a clear picture. Fed Waller speaking, a lot of Fed governors speaking. Hmm. Yeah, I need to figure out how to customize this. Back to the charts. That's all we have. I think for the most part, just keep watching the VIX, right? Keep watching the VIX. And then I'll show you my top plays before we get out of here. It looks like we're just moving sideways. We're going to keep the VIX watch. See how it's bottoming out? VIX tracker on the Discord. We got the VIX tracker. Let me throw the Discord in the comments so you guys have that at least. You don't have to go running around for it. For those of you who are interested. All right, so you got the Discord there. Stay patient. You're going to get better updates in there versus, I can't make a video every day. And for the most part, I am very interested in UiPath. Okay. I mean, after this big gap up in a new narrative, we went from 12 and to 16, and then we sold off. We covered that gap. It's possible if we get a nasty crush, we come back down here, but this has a strong narrative. So keep your eye on UiPath. I'm very bullish. The long-term trend. Okay, let's go to the weekly actually. The long-term trend is, or I'm sorry, resistance has been, the short-term resistance got violated. We broke out of the long-term downtrend, acceleration on the weekly, which we're kind of overbought at this moment. So yeah, you have time, but it's still early. It's still early. We could reset halfway to the 50 mark and then move back up. Just keep your eye on this. Okay, for UiPath, I think the next one for me, boy, there's so many plays that are just exploding. Holy smokes. I didn't even see this. Wow, okay. I don't want to get too caught though. I think we're experiencing an acceleration in risk taking. I think we have a big risk taking acceleration, and there could be a dump. So UiPath, and then who is it? Lunar. Yep, Lunar starting to move up. This one's early breaking out. It's starting to accelerate. I like this one. This one's good. Okay, and then nano nuclear. I'm sorry, not nano nuclear. I mean, yeah, we've been long nano nuclear. This one's just breaking all-time highs. I love nano nuclear. I think the narrative is unstoppable. Not meaning it can never go down, but it's so early for nano nuclear. I think it looks like Oklo. Okay, I think this is another Oklo type move. Okay, and then in NDM. This one's a little higher risk, but I think it's very early. Nano Dimension. So that's what I got for today. Um, and we'll just keep paying attention to what we see. More stuff in that Discord will pop up. Did you already update PDYN? PDYN. Oh yeah, PDYN. We talked about it, but I'm keeping my eye on it. I gotta make sure I don't get FOMO on this one. PDYN, I think is gonna be huge. I'm waiting for more updated research on this one. There's not a whole lot out there you can read. You have to make a lot of assumptions. So I need to ask a real tech guy. It's a 433 million mark. I think it could be a 40 billion market cap. I think this can do 100x if if I'm correct on what we're seeing, which is the biggest narrative in all markets right now isn't just crypto's going to get there, but the big narrative that hasn't been unlocked is the labor force. You need robots. They're going to bring a lot more GDP, a lot more productivity, but you need software that isn't so, fragile to the internet or to cyber hacks. So this would be Edge AI, which is something that you haven't really heard about. Most of the hyperscalers have this narrative. This is a very small company. They were a part of the DARPA programs back in the 80s and the 70s. At least the founders were. A lot of their tech was DARPA. They're really good at robotics, but they've shifted to pure software. So their margins should be solid margins. And boy, that's an explosive chart. That's a really explosive chart. Back to all-time highs at 60. What are we sitting at? Now, yeah, I think this stock can move. But hey, we haven't got a breakout yet. No breakout. So I don't want nobody to chase this yet. I want to make sure because I'm excited about it. So I got to check myself and make sure I'm not just blowing smoke. Once we get above 10, as we hold 10, I'm like, okay, 10's a good number. But you really want to see us accelerate past 13, 11, 12, 13. We'll see. We'll see how it moves. I mean, we're getting the technical. Look at this MACD crossover on the weekly. We're halfway. We've been holding halfway for the RSI, starting to move higher. So I like it. I like it. I like it. But you don't want to get in too early. All right. So that's all I have for you guys. And we'll stay updated ASAP. Jump in the Discord. We'll have some updates for you. We're going to be expanding a lot of the resources for trading. So stay up to date. And you guys have a good day. Eat healthy. Lift weights. Learn something new. Catch you next time. Thank you.